Hi everyone. We've got a 22-year-old heroine who looks like a teen. Her confidence is like expired milk, fresh looking. Xenia blinked, not too surprised, just like a fox, then gently asked for Natalia's dermatologist's number. She used humor to ease the awkwardness when gunshots echoed in the distance. Xenia whispered, "That's too close. I don't want to meet death today." Who knows Natalia's thoughts? She didn't want an early farewell, so she jumped in the car before getting hit. Here's survival. Eventually, Natalia compromised and slowly nodded. The car felt awkward, so Xenia broke the silence and introduced herself like she was on about. As they chatted, Xenia's warmth melted Natalia's defenses, and she smiled back, feeling a strange invisible glue between them. When Xenia asked about her family, Natalia turned as cold as an ice pop, suddenly recalling she was 22 and alone in Canada. Xenia noted Canada's distance. Natalia quickly said, "No problem. The liver is super convenient." She had all she needed. Her parents called daily, the bond strong. Xenia's eyes flickered with doubt like a mystery novel. But she didn't let it show and continued driving toward Natalia's destination, full of curiosity and concern for this odd young lady's day too. The car came to a stop in front of a rundown apartment building. Natalia hobbled out, and Xenia couldn't resist wanting to lend a hand like a superhero in training. Natalia stubbornly refused help, saying she was just tired. But her legs showed difficulty. Xenia insisted on carrying her bag. Natalia reluctantly agreed. Xenia promised to help her inside, but her eyes sparkled with fear like a lost little kitten. Xenia said she was going inside to use a sanitary pad. "Hey, I've already done a thorough cleaning today, and I really don't want to have to clean up again. I really can't deal with that. I just did a huge cleanup. Sorry." It was a massive clean. But the apartment looks like a tornado hit its disaster zone. There was hardly any furniture, just garbage and clothes littered everywhere. The air smelled like a blend of long-forgotten takeout. Xenia's worries deepened as she noticed the kitchen was nearly bare. Her fridge was emptier than a film set. There was a noticeable lack of basic essentials. This didn't look like a 22-year-old's place, it looked more like a set for a horror film. Xenia asked Natalia if she had a phone since she had previously mentioned her parents called daily, but if the line was dead, how were they connecting? Natalia clearly panicked. Probably had a bi-weekly Uber service set up, no wonder her feet were sore. Xenia looked around, saw a credit card-sized card on the table, found it was a new benefits card, and asked Natalia if she had visited the essential store last week. Natalia's answers became increasingly humble, claiming her landlord had taken her shopping once. What a sad little thing. Xenia felt a welling sympathy. She realized she had to do something and insisted on taking Natalia to grab some essentials. Natalia whispered that she didn't have money, and Xenia raised the benefits card. "Don't worry, this card is brand new. I got you covered." After a long pause, Natalia finally nodded in agreement to go with Xenia. Xenia was elated, feeling like a divine force had guided her here with hope. In the supermarket, Xenia observed Natalia's body language as if she was on alert for everything around her. The supermarket was like a vibrant carnival, and she noticed Natalia's food choices were childlike, mesmerized by the colorful packages. She shared her family stories with Natalia. Suddenly, Natalia expressed her wish to be a mother, and it was poignant, like a melody from the heavens. Subtitles. Xenia, with a curious tone, inquired about the reason, and Natalia's response, simple yet utterly heart-wrenching, was, "This way, I'll never be lonely." This single sentence stirred a wave of emotions in Xenia's heart. After checking out, she invited Natalia to come over for dinner and promised to get her home afterward. "Don't worry, the meal would be abundant." Awesome. "Oh, honey, the kids will totally love you." Meanwhile, Xenia's children immediately welcomed Natalia with open arms. A warm and loving atmosphere permeated the air, and Natalia was so touched by this moment of being deeply loved that she nearly drifted off to sleep. When she woke up again, she heard Xenia and her husband's chat. They thought Natalia didn't look 22, but Xenia was serious. It says she's 22. Anton felt extremely strange. He believed Natalia acted just like a little child. He simply couldn't figure out whether he was awake or still dreaming. How could she possibly be a child? Why on earth do you think Natalia is a child? Because she's a little troublemaker. Language? Sorry, but it's like she's a puppy, and Natalia is super scared. She doesn't like playing with us. What I meant is, when you bring a kid home, it's like bringing home the whole family. What are we even arguing about? How could she help us? We should just chill. Come on, everybody, let's calm down. Who needs so much discussion anyway? But unless she sees a doctor, Xenia isn't sending Natalia back unless Natalia wants to hoof it home, then that's her call. Natalia stared at Xenia for a long time, then looked down at her painful feet, finally giving in to follow Xenia into the clinic. Inside the exam room, a young doctor came to check on Natalia, her face written all over with confusion as she asked about the 22-year-old thing. Without a hint of doubt, Natalia nodded. Then the doctor asked about her last period, and she seemed a bit cheeky about it. Natalia, why is it like this? The doctor asked. She's in pain daily, so sorry. What's your relationship with this doctor? I'm her mom, Xenia quickly added. What will you do to help my daughter? I'm not here to blame the victim, okay? I'm not some street spider. Natalia can walk. I want to find a solution. You need to keep her down, she said. Come on, Natalia, let's go. Okay, please stop, alright. She continued, let's take some pictures today so I can understand Natalia's pain better. Not because I don't believe you, okay? It's just her medical history is too brief for me to judge if that's valid. Alright, I'll finish a follow-up in 2 weeks. Don't worry.